play game.
This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital
還元一級の先というのは、本当に誰も知らない字ばっかりでしょうね。私は Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okula giderim. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is skor, and that also means elephant.
This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Ça, c'est ça, que c'est ça, non ça, c'est ça. Sol chi sa che nulla sa, ne sa più di chi ne sa. Ecco.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Hyperpolyglotting avec Élise. Moi, c'est Élise, traductrice, éditrice et écrivain avec 20 ans de travail. Et ça, c'est la transmission en direct ou en jeu des jeux, surtout GeoGuessr en dernier temps. Et parle des langues, de la linguistique, de l'acquisition des langues.
10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nei. Man. Yen. Yo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bamba, okay, Bambas is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. Sotto le frasche del capanno 4 gatti grossi stanno. Sotto 4 grossi sassi
Quattro grossi e grassi gatti. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Facile.
Sì, sì, ecco, la gente, è la cosa che mi dice la gente, sempre che scoprisce che quante lingue parlo, io sempre avevo l'impressione, diciamo, di che non era così, non era tan così, ma poi, dopo di aver visto qualche poliglota in YouTube, una delle cose che avevo scoperte era giustamente che la metodologia usata da quella gente poliglota che non avevo mai conosciuta prima, era più o meno la stessa metodologia che usavo io.
I find a computer or what?
Hello and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. This is going to be a special edition because there's big stuff going on in Minneapolis with the general strike there, and I imagine I'm not the only one who wants to have a look at that. So I've got Status Quo News's coverage here. I'm going to drop the direct link in chat. They seem to have been the ones who've been doing most of the sort of live coverage of the goings on in Minneapolis in recent days. And I'm Elise, translator, writer, and editor with 20 working languages. And we're going to just play some chess and we're going to watch what's going on in Minneapolis, which looks to be pretty huge.
John is getting in breaking news right now that two of the leaders of the city's church protest, which is a protest that happened here over the weekend on Sunday, two of those leaders have been released. Two of the people who are accused of participating in that protest by the federal government, who were apprehended in raids earlier this week, have now been released from jail.
Okay.
This community here has been calling for is the release of people that they see as being apprehended purely as a political stunt because they were arrested on the day that Vice President J.D.
How's everybody doing, chat? Sorry for the delay. We have a snowpocalypse coming up,
They are calling for the release of those people as a means
and that has required a certain amount of preparation on our part here. Also, I woke up way later than I ever intend to. Not even sure what the deal there was. But in any case, we're playing some chess. We're checking out what's going on in Minneapolis right now. And talking about languages and language learning as well.
what is happening here in this city right now. John, we gotta move a little bit closer to the crowd here.
It looks bloody cold out there.
The wind is howling down the streets here. Santa is here in the crowd. Thank you very much, Santa. Can I? Okay. Well, a little late now, Santa. Santa Claus out here in the crowd in January. You'd think this would be his time off out of the year, but here he is in this crowd of protesters. I was just asking John to move, one, for my own sanity so I can keep warm because the wind is whipping down the street right now, but two, I wanted to get a little bit closer to the crowd and try and find some more interviews. Because we're not getting inside the Target Center, which, by the way,
This coverage for anyone just joining us from Status Quo News. I've dropped the link in chat. They seem to be the ones doing most of the live coverage of the protests and the general ICE attack on, okay, I fucked that up. On Minneapolis. So I thought I'd keep an eye on them. If anyone else knows anything good, look at that too. Oh god, this is not going very nicely for me. I screwed that one up.
Sam, Bree, Katie, my name is JT. This is my cameraman, John. First question is just real basic. Why did you want to join
Okay, so I am down a piece in a pawn, which means I have to go on the search for unplanned compensation.
members to support our community. A lot of people that are getting taken. It's terrible. It shouldn't be done the way it is done, nor at all. We work in an industry where a lot of those people work for us, and we want to support them and make sure that they can go home safe, be treated fairly. And it's unfortunately not what we're seeing right now. And that's why we're so fucking pissed off.
You fucking pissed off. I mean, aside from fucking pissed off, are there any other emotions that you feel when you see the Trump administration occupying your community in the way that it has? 3,000 agents on the streets here. What are those emotions that come up when you see those scenes on the streets?
3,000, it's worth noting for anyone not familiar with the size of ICE. That's literally, that's half. That's half of their field goons.
It's just disgusting what's been happening in our streets, the abductions, the murder. It's just vile.
I think we're just scared. Like, a lot of us are scared not just for ourselves, but our friends, our family, and our neighbors. It's really it's hard to watch, and it's difficult to feel like you can't do anything, and that's why I think people are here today.
Yeah. I mean, it's appalling. Everyone's seen what happened. I can't believe other people
Kick
survived
that.
it. It'll be okay. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing.
Knight out of the way.
The US right
Really
now,
can't go anywhere but like F6, I guess.
I'm hearing echoes of embarrassment here.
Anywhere
I wanna
else,
get
it's
a
an
sense of
exchange
maybe
sack.
turning to more positive emotions. What are the
Oh, no,
feelings
it's just a
that
sack
come up
sack.
when you look
In
out
exchange
at
for
this crowd of hundreds of thousands that are out here
messing up
today
my pawn
to
structure
join
mostly.
in this protest, in this general strike? What are those feelings that come up within you?
Yeah, I mean, our sense of community around here is very strong. We take care of our neighbors, we take care of our community, and it's been heartwarming to see all the people out here supporting the cause. Yeah.
Heartwarming for sure. It feels good to support each other, to be here for everybody. And
Sorry again for the delay in getting on. I woke up really late, and then there were preparations to make for the impending snowpocalypse that we've been hearing about all week, where we possibly are going to be getting as much as like half a meter of snow. Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
I wanted to get a sense from you. What is the message that you feel is being sent to the Trump administration with this demonstration, with this general strike?
No, we don't put up with fascism. We don't put up with abductions. When ICE has nobody to report to,
Well,
you
there's
have
a
to
free
report to
pawn
us,
there,
the
isn't that
people of our community.
a good idea?
Yeah, I mean, we're here to protect each other, and I think it says a lot about the fact
Here.
that we're not scared to be here and to do what needs to be done.
Eat shit, Trump administration. That's about it. Yeah, I mean, we're here. We're gonna be here for as long as it takes. So, yeah.
Just yesterday, we saw Vice President J.D. Vance come here to the Twin Cities and use it his background to try and
Okay.
take ICE
Threatening a
agents as the
discovered
good guys
check and
out
possibly
here, that they
some
are in
nastiness that
some
might
way,
have
like, rescuing
taken a
children
rook,
and the
so
like,
yeah.
trying to keep the streets safe. To your mind, are the ICE agents the good guys? And assuming that you're going to say no, how would you characterize them?
They are not the good guys. They are the ones coming into our community, causing disruption, abducting
Yeah,
people,
might as well.
causing fear in the streets. I mean, I know personally, most people in my life are scared to go to work and to go to the grocery store. People who are here legally, citizens, are terrified of these agents, and I just think that's obviously not the goal here.
I want to pause there for a moment just to highlight that we're talking about American citizens who are feeling afraid in this moment. It is not just immigrants feeling that fear. It is everybody here. When you have 3,000
Okay.
armed agents who have already demonstrated the willingness to use lethal force to shoot and kill somebody, it is instilling a sense of fear in this community. How would you characterize for the Vice President, what is the message you would send to him about what it is like on the streets of the Twin Cities right now?
I mean, I would say that they are the villain of this story, and it's very clear. I've never felt more unsafe than once ICE came in. You know, we were happy, free citizens, you know, supportive of each
I mean, the one thing I've got on my
Immigrant
side at the
nation,
moment
and
is
we love our
time.
immigrant community and neighbors, and we don't want them to go away.
Don't
They add
have
to our community, they add to our
Too
culture.
many great options.
It's disgusting.
Have to
It's
figure out. I mean, this queen is kind of
Yeah,
awkwardly
absolutely.
placed.
I find him to be very contradicting to himself from what we've seen the past few weeks. That's fucking embarrassing. Yeah, I don't feel his support, obviously. Yeah, I don't really have other words than not a fan, obviously. Get the fuck out. Yeah.
Get the fuck out. I want to talk about getting the fuck out. Aside from ICE agents leaving your communities, what would justice look like for Minnesota? How do you begin to make the state, make these cities, these communities whole after what the Trump administration has done here? What would make you start to feel like, yes, that is right, something good is happening?
I mean, I think you can start by getting the president out of office,
not
by getting
great.
ICE out of our city. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think there's unreparable damage to a certain extent right now. You know, it's going to take us time after George Floyd just happening not too far before, you know, now. It's just the city's damaged. But that's what shows like this, like, we'll stand together, but it's going to take time to heal no matter what.
We're still healing our community from George Floyd, so I mean, getting out.
Oh,
is the first
fuck.
step, and then,
That was not good.
Obviously, bringing families back together would be amazing, and charging the people who are involved in making the decisions to be lawless and to attack our citizens.
Yeah, I think impeachment is a good start. We'll see how that goes. As you can see, we have a very strong community here, so we'll build together. We'll get back to where we were. A community always needs healing, no matter what state they're in, so it's going to be continuous throughout however long, you know, we'll be here. So,
I don't think that was the best move, really.
we'll rise together and hopefully
Though it is not looking great for me, certainly in this
Is there
first
anything
game.
you want to add while you had the platform before I let you guys go?
We're Minnesota strong. You can't come into our streets and fuck with us like that without getting something back.
Agreed.
yeah, we're here to stay, so good luck.
Thank you all. I appreciate your time. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, you as well. Yeah, stay warm.
Yes, they're having extreme cold leading to tech issues. Not surprising. It is Minnesota in January. Ah, bollocks. Yeah. Well, I've got to take back at least. If you're just joining, well, yeah, I'm having an absolutely disastrous game here. And we're watching live coverage of the general strike in Minneapolis, which seems like a pretty huge thing that's going on. In general, what we've been seeing from Minneapolis has been pretty amazing in terms of responding to these goon squads that keep occupying one city after another. Hope they get some drone footage in there so we can actually see what it looks like.
Alright, we are back. Thank you for joining us. We take a look here at some of the signs here in the Twin Cities. General
Yes.
strike protest and marches. More people tried to make
GG,
their way into the
okay.
Convention Center.
kind of glad that ended because that was just disastrous. How's everybody doing, chat? Sorry again for the delay. Snowpocalypse preparations, and I woke up way later than I intended to. 大変お待たせいたしました。
Eunice, can you spell that for me? Y-U-N-I-S. Eunice. My name is JT. My cameraman's name is John. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Why did you want to join the general strike?
Yeah, I don't need an analysis of that.
Well, think
I
it's
know
important
how I screwed that
we-
up.
Our voices are heard. That, you know, we don't want this to turn into 1930s Germany. And if we don't come out and we don't show our voices and we don't show that we care about
Okay.
humanity, we care about each other, then, you know, we wonder why people in the 1930s were quiet. And now with cameras and everything, we need to show that we weren't quiet. History is going to look back at all the people that didn't show up. Their grandkids are going to ask them, what were they doing? And so that's what I'm here for, and I think that's what majority of the people are here for. You know, we care about each other. We care about our community. It's like negative 10 degrees, and we're all out here. And this shows just how important this is to all of us. So, where does that sense of importance come from? What are you seeing on the streets here every day that made you feel like you needed to take the streets? All the stuff that you see on the internet and all the stuff that they're trying to make normal, that isn't normal. People care about each other. When you see a 5-year-old child getting abducted, then that makes you feel something. That makes you feel like, you know, and they say that people out here are paid. Who's getting paid to come out here at negative 10 degrees? No one is getting paid to be here. I know for sure I'm not getting paid to be here. So, you know, I think this is maybe the second protest I've ever been a part of. So, you know, and it being this cold, it just shows how important it is. This is your second
okay.
protest you've ever been
That's a
a
nice
part
little
of.
move here.
What forced you into the streets here? Why did you feel like this rose to the level I cannot stay at home? Yeah, I think everything that's been happening for the past year prior to that, it's been leading up to this. And, you know, I just can't keep quiet anymore. I can't keep quiet anymore. I can't be on the sidelines. I want my face
じっと
to
して
be
い
shown.
られない
I
んだっ
want to
て。
be one of the people that showed up. And it just makes me so proud to see all of these people. You know, when I came, I didn't know how many people were going to be out here. I got off work and I came right away. And when I was here, I was just, you know, I couldn't even find gloves, but I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, I couldn't find gloves. I tried to go to Target and they said they ran out. So I said, you know what? I'm still going to be out here. Out here without gloves just to be a part of what is happening.
Oh, there are a number of bad things that could happen here. I mean, obviously, I think the Queen is. I think we're gonna have Knight takes, then Bishop takes,
Absolutely, I would. Absolutely,
Queen
I would. We have
takes,
to come back out here tomorrow.
or something like that.
However long it takes for everybody to know, like, this is what people care
But
about. People care about each
perhaps
other.
we'll have this
People want
instead.
to be out here. Yes, I will show up as long as I have to. As long as you have to. What would you want a prolonged general strike to call for? What should be the change you're pushing
GG's.
for in the world? The thing that's going away, I feel, is people
They've been
are
over
using
on
their
Status
humanity.
Status
Because
Quo
of
News,
and what people are saying.
interviewing people participating in this strike. I hope we get some aerial footage just to see how big it is. But what people are saying is it's huge.
That's what it should come down to.
And in the kind of weather, what's the weather looking like in Minneapolis today? Weather.
When they're here, we should stand up for them.
What are we talking about? Minus 23 Celsius. Minus 23. That's what they're out in. That's minus 10 Fahrenheit for anyone who uses imperial units. And you don't want to be out in that. These people are out in just, like, that is ridiculous cold to be out in.
If they don't stand up now, when will they have the opportunity
And all these like ice goons from Florida and Texas and places, they're not prepared for that.
We've recently seen that the Department
Oh.
of Homeland Security, or ICE, is directing its new hires that they no longer need to get judicial warrants in order to force their way into homes. Are you concerned, and you're expressing there this sense of
Okay.
not now taking to the streets when, seems like almost like you might be worried about your First Amendment right to protest. Are you concerned about the erosion of rights under this administration?
Absolutely, I am. I think, it's not going to happen overnight. It's been slowly inching towards, getting our rights taken away. Right now, it's illegal. But then what do you know next? They're talking about people that have been here, that have been born here, that were citizens. They're talking about revoking their citizenships. Things like that are now just words, but someday they're going to be actions. But I think if enough people come out, and if we show up, as long as we have to, then we have a chance. We have a fighting chance.
Eunice, is there anything else you would want to add while you had the platform?
I just want to say I'm proud of everybody that's here. I think that's just what's making me so proud. I've lived in Minneapolis my whole life, and I've never seen anything like this. This is just making me proud, and I hope we continue.
Thank you very much. Take care of those hands. Be safe, man.
Thank you.
Man, yeah.
People out here without gloves. That's insane. Hundreds of
In
thousands of people
in
are
minus
so
23 degree
gloves.
weather,
What
yeah,
is happening here in
that is
Minnesota?
wild.
I think that just goes to show the passion that the people are experiencing here on the streets and the way that
But
they
I
are
guess
feeling.
Minnesotans are used to it.
The sense of injustice they have, you're hearing from them themselves, the way that they are worried about their rights being taken away, that if they do not take the streets in the way that they are right now, dancing in the streets at negative 10-degree temperatures, if they don't do this now to send a message to the Trump administration, they may not have the opportunity later, that might be taken away from them as the Trump administration continues to ramp up its immigration enforcement efforts, as it continues to grow the ranks of ICE.
Well, they're trying to grow the ranks of ICE, not very successfully
And
by all
John is
accounts.
pointing out that as you've seen the stream of people come behind us here as I've been doing these interviews, moving past the camera, there are still people blocks in that direction that have not arrived at the Target Center. It is hundreds of thousands of people that are out here in this cold right now, out here to make their voices heard against the Trump administration. Hundreds of thousands of people speaking with one voice that they will not tolerate what is happening.
Hundreds of I mean, how many people even live in Minneapolis? Population.
To make heard, and one such voice is joining me now.
Okay.
Start just by getting
Saying
your
hundreds of thousands. There are 429,000 people in Minneapolis to begin with. So if that's an accurate figure, that is huge.
Got it, Dawn.
I just wanted to talk to you because I overheard you talking about that some people don't have gloves out here. Give you a little insight. I was born and raised in northern Minnesota. Most of these people, if you're ice fishing, you can't have gloves on, man. In order to bait your hook, you can't wear gloves. My earliest, most horrible memories of my life were standing on a frozen fucking lake in this state.
Holy shit.
Before we had both
Can't wear
these.
gloves for ice fishing?
So we grew up with this shit. Like, this is like, it's just
Like,
Minnesota.
no.
That's how it is here.
This is just Minnesota. This is life here. Dawn, what did you come out in this wonderfully warm Minnesota weather to be able to say? What was the message you wanted to deliver?
I just wanted to be counted. I just want my voice heard, because it's like, I feel like there's only, there's so much help coming in and so much relief, but I feel like I'm not doing enough. What can I do if it's just out here, yelling and being a statistic, literally? I mean, what's the official count here? There's at least 100,000 people here. I mean, if not more. Plus, are there
I mean,
100,000 people inside?
if that, okay, that's another one for a 6-figure turnout. I mean, in a place with less than 500,000 people, that is fucking huge.
Constitution, the lawlessness, I can't believe that motherfucker is getting away with it. Like, who's gonna stop him? And I knew they were gonna declare war on us here in Minnesota. We knew it, and here it is. And it's just fucking bullshit. We even have to be out here doing this. It's outrageous.
You say it's fucking bullshit that you have to be out here doing this. When you're saying who's going to stop them, do you feel it seems like you're implying that you're not seeing the leadership you want to see from the national opposition party, the Democrats? Are you seeing enough action from
Ooh,
them?
that wasn't great.
Okay, correct?
That was very
You're
ungreat.
referencing the fact that these
gonna kick me out. You know, I've been ice fishing in more colder weather than this.
Don, you're a hoot. Thank you. Don, can I wanna ask about your sign. What is that message there? Just walk us through. Can you read it out and explain why this is the sign you wanted to be holding
It
today?
says "fucking bitch" because Christina is a fucking bitch. I think we all know that was what was uttered out of the murderer's mouth after he murdered Nicole Good.
You're talking about Ice Agent Jonathan Ross. He videotaped himself during the shooting, and after the shooting, he can be heard on the mic saying of Renee Nicole Good, "fucking bitch."
Fucking bitch. So I had seen this picture online of her with her makeup getting like gouged on with like a palette knife, and I'm like, that's pretty perfect. So.
Gotta remaneuver this bishop.
I've been watching your live stream a lot, and thank you so much for coming out. And everybody's working really hard, and I just, like I said, I wish I could do more, you know. But I think just doing anything is better than sitting and watching the atrocities happen.
Dawn, thank you very much for those kind words. Before I let you go, I wanted to ask, just because you made the point about that there's always money for ICE, and there's never money for, programs that could actually benefit people, what are some ways in your life, your family's life, your friends' lives, what are some issues that you or they are facing where some of those billions of dollars that are currently going...
And for anyone who's just tuning in, this is kind of a special stream because we've got some big goings on at the moment, and I imagine I'm probably not the only one who wants to keep an eye on that. So we're watching Status Quo News' coverage of... Ooh. Okay. There we go. Compensation for the exchange of the Minneapolis General Strike, which is looking to be pretty huge by all accounts.
It was my duty to be a good boss, to create an equitable, safe work environment that was fair, and supportive. But I was also responsible for their lives, literally, and their families' lives.
Oh, okay, that's not actually...
And I was just one small little company, and every person in this nation, or most people, if you're lucky enough to have a benefit package offered to you, you have it.
Okay, nice little fork here.
Following their heart, or what they think might be better for themselves. They're just trapped in this never-ending cycle.
Okay, compensation has been obtained.
It's no better than being enslaved, and so many people are stuck in lives and jobs that they hate, that they're not being fulfilled, or getting anything that they need or want out of it because of their fucking health insurance.
聞け万国の労働者とどろき渡る目での死者に起こる足取りと未来の作る時の声汝の武将大きせよ汝の勝ちに目覚むべし全一日の休業は社会の競技を打つものぞ長き搾取に悩みたる無産の民を決起せよ今や24時間の階級線が来たりけり我らがオブの先頭に掲げられたる赤旗の
Our people are being targeted. That's not right. So I say to America, fight for your rights, and continue to always push and persevere.
Zach, why did you want to be out here?
I mean, this is what it's all about, you know what I'm saying?
Rodosa, Mamure Bebe,
What's
Rodosa.
the message you came to deliver? You came out here to send a message, I assume, to the federal government. What was that message? Oh, we got signs here.
ICE out now. That's what we're saying. We came out to show people we don't like what's going on. We don't want these people here anymore, and we need them out as soon as possible. I agree. Yeah, what they're doing, they're taking advantage of people who do not have the same rights, and they're taking advantage of them. So yeah, ICE out of Minneapolis. ICE out of Minneapolis.
ICE out of Minneapolis. What are the ways that you have seen ICE agents conducting themselves in these city streets, in these communities, that made you feel that, I mean, inspired you to this level of action, to be on the streets in negative 10-degree temperatures? What are some of those ICE agent actions? What are they doing that
I need to
inspired
activate
you
this
to
bishop,
actually be
I
out
think.
here today?
Actually, maybe that's not the way.
To people, having them think that they cannot fight for themselves, and that's just wrong. It's logical. That if you're instilling people with fear, then that's not what we should be doing. It's not perfect humanity. That's inhumane. Very inhumane. I had this hits home because I had family and friends who are U.S. citizens get stopped by these thugs because of the color of their skin, because of how they look or how they speak, and I don't think that's right.
Not because they're doing anything illegal, not because they are illegal immigrants. These are U.S. citizens you're talking about who are being stopped purely based on the color of their skin because the Supreme Court says that that is okay, and the Trump administration says that that is an acceptable tactic that they are willing to use.
Acceptable, 100%. I had an uncle who was just at the gas station filling gas, and he got stopped by one of them. Just because of the way he looked. There was nothing about him that gave away he might be here illegally or he might be here legally, but he was a U.S. citizen, and they stopped him just because of the way he looked.
I assume just because he is not white is what I would assume. Yeah. 100%. And what are the ways that is, I don't know how old you two are. You seem on the younger side. I don't know. Are you guys in high school or college at this? 20 years old. So what are some of the ways that you've seen your friends, your family, or maybe even yourselves, how have your lives had to change in response to 3,000 ICE agents being in your communities?
If you watch where you move, you're told not to go certain places in fear that you might be attacked. There's a Somali boy who was attacked for just his looks, just being Somali. So that's just not right. That we have to be able to move with fear and be told where to go and where not to go. It's a free country after all. I've seen people in my community come out in front of elementary schools, stand guard, for parents, immigrant parents, coming out and pick up their kids just so they don't get harassed by ICE. I've seen my university classmates come out with group chats to show where, ICE are so we could warn anyone, who might be at risk of getting harassed by these thugs.
How does it make you feel to be surrounded by, hundreds of thousands of other people who are out here to say largely the same thing that you are? How does it feel to be a part of this crowd today?
Beautiful, in my opinion. See everyone fighting for the same rights that we all deserve. At the end of the day, we are human. And I think that's the bigger picture, man, that everyone bleeds the same. So if we come together and prove that, then so be it.
Take the
no
pawn,
matter what
please.
The people up top, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, no matter what they say, we're
Yeah,
together.
that's better.
This personally brings me hope. Just seeing no matter what these people say, that there's still people who care about these stuff that are willing to come out and
Okay, no more useful
and
checks.
protest and show that they care.
You guys aren't wearing gloves either. Why do I keep talking to people who aren't wearing gloves?
That's becoming a bit of a theme.
We came here on like an if, I ain't gonna lie. We said, why not? Why not fight for our rights?
Zach, are you gonna be okay, man, holding that sign without the gloves, dude?
Hey, man, it's for the greater cause. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, but I mean, still,
fight through it.
get this
But
guy
I'm
some
gonna
gloves.
get gloves right now.
Mike, please do it. I won't keep you any longer, but before I let you go, is there anything else you want to say while you have the platform?
I think that's all for me. That's all for me. Hey, man, free Minneapolis, free Palestine. Shout out everyone who's out here. Shout out
just love. We're all human at the end of the day. Thank you. Thank you both. I appreciate the time. Appreciate the time, guys. Thank you. Whew. But John, just lift this up here. Show this, the mood in this crowd. I mean, we are talking about hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, right here in this one intersection. Thousands of people here in this one intersection, all to say the same thing, to express their opposition to the Trump administration and what is happening here in the Twin Cities area. We're talking.
Oh shit, okay. I screwed that up. But Victan did not notice, so that's okay.
What's your name?
My name is Erica Crazy Hawk. Top and shoot that way, Chalk Freeway, Coal Creek, Sioux Tribe, Dakota Excel from these lands.
Hey River Rune, how you doing?
So I'm sorry, I can't really hear too well because of all the layers.
Figured under the circumstances, this might be
Part of the general strike today.
the most worthwhile thing to be watching as we're doing this. After this game, I'm gonna take a little bio break. Oh, I'm gonna probably win on time. Kinda okay with that.
You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go and burn that motherfucking fort down. That's what the fuck I wanted to do, and I'm still gonna fucking do it. So
Oh, okay.
Dakota, Erica, Crazy Hawk, Top Way, Shoot That Way, Chalk Freeway. Let's get together. Let's organize. Get this shit shut the fuck down. Get ICE the fuck off our Dakota stolen lands.
You're making a direct call to action there for people to stand with you. Out here are thousands of people standing alongside you. How do you feel when you look out over this crowd and see all of these people?
Okay, one on time. Yeah. Sorry for the delay there. I woke up way later than I intended to. And then there's the snowpocalypse that is supposed to be coming, and there have been preparations that need to be made for that. So, yeah, I was a little bit delayed there. But in any case, I'm going to take a quick bio break now. Quick bio break, back in a few minutes. And we're going to just keep watching this and playing some chess and watching the people of Minneapolis show the fuck up. Hi, and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. I am Elise, translator, editor, and writer with 20 working languages, and this is where we talk about languages and language learning and all sorts of other stuff, and we play games. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time. And we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
還元一級の先というのは本当に誰も知らない字ばっかりでしょうね。私は
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. ben neredeyse her gün okula giderim. Uyum. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is skor, and that also means elephant.
This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Ça, ça, c'est ça, ça, che c'est ça, non ça, c'est ça, sol chi sa che nulla sa, ne sa più di chi ne sa. Ecco. Bonjour et bienvenue à Hyperpolyglotting avec Élise. Moi, c'est Élise, traductrice, éditrice et écrivain avec 20 ans de travail. Et ça, c'est la transmission en direct ou en jeu des jeux. Surtout GeoGuessr en dernier temps. Et parle des langues, de la linguistique, de l'acquisition des langues.
10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Night. Night. Come on. Yeah. Yo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bakvaz, okay, Bakvaz is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon.
Sotto le frasche del capanno 4 gatti grossi stanno. Sotto 4 grossi sassi, 4 grossi e grassi gatti. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Facile. Sì, ecco, la gente... è la cosa che mi dice la gente, sempre che scoprisce che quante lingue parlo. Io sempre avevo l'impressione, diciamo, di che non era così, non era tan così, ma poi dopo di aver visto qualche poliglota in YouTube, una delle cose che avevo scoperte era giustamente che la metodologia usata da quella gente poliglota che non avevo mai conosciuta prima, era più o meno la stessa metodologia che usavo io.
I buy a computer or quack and like that. For this word for or, but sounds vaguely like Hogun and the hook in Hogun in Korean or Waku. in Japanese, and that's because it is the exact same kind of character.
Okay, let me see.
Un chasseur, ça chante chasser. Ses chassés sont son chien de chasse.
Dicke Dach.
Okay, der dicke Dachdecker deckt dir dein Dach, drum dank dem dicken Dachdecker, dass der dicke Dachdecker dir dein Dach deckt. Hola y bienvenidos al directo de Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. Yo soy Elisa, traductora, escritora y editora y comunicadora social con más de 20 idiomas de trabajo. Y aquí vamos a estar jugando videojuegos, sobre todo GeoGuessr, y hablando de idiomas, la mejor forma de aprender.
Okay, and I'm back. So, man walks into a therapist's office, and he says, you know, I guess I'm just pretty depressed, really. Everywhere I go, I just get no respect. Everybody just screams at me and throws their lunch at me, and I'm beginning to just feel like shit, you know. I just don't know. And the doctor goes, okay, I got something for you. What you need to do is you just tune in Fox News and you watch the great Greg Bovino, and he will inspire you and make you feel better. And he goes, but doctor, I am the great Greg Bovino. Even the camera found that joke so funny it decided to turn itself down to the floor for a second. Okay, I'm back, and we're going to watch pissed off Minnesotans over on general strike and play some more chess. Why don't we? And lots of people walking around with no gloves in minus 23 weather, which is impressive. I mean, and also, please no. Mozambique. I don't think I've ever actually played anyone from Mozambique before. They're having technical difficulties due to the extreme cold once again. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Yeah. Now, they had just had somebody on, I don't know if you saw it. This woman comes on, and the guy who's been doing the interviewing, I forget his name, he's asking people, what's the deal with all these people with no gloves? And she goes, well, I'm from North Minnesota, and when we ice fish, we can't wear gloves. So, I'm used to it, which is just wild. Okay, this has already kind of put my opening in a somewhat awkward position. Are you still in the Twin Cities area, Erica? What strikes you as unlikely?
Okay, so just before we lost signal there, I was just asking you for your reaction to JD Vance's remarks that he delivered yesterday, where he tried to make ICE agents sound like the good guys, talking about them rescuing a 5-year-old boy that they were
rescuing my ass
right now, etc. Really trying to make ICE sound like the good guys. What was your reaction when you heard what the vice president was saying?
Oh, well, I've never ice fished, so I have no idea.
Like mask mask vulnerability, talking about his own kids. His entire retelling of that story was a lie. They were right in front of his house when the kid's father was taken by ICE. The people inside were screaming and crying and asking for them to let the kid come inside, but they didn't. He wasn't left out in the cold. They took him to Texas. ISIS, and now you have like a 5-year-old in
Yeah.
a detention camp without his parents, no one knows where he is yet. Like that's evil. It's profoundly evil. And on top of that,
Yeah.
thinking about, oh,
As much as I am not a cold weather person, I kind of wish I was there too.
police officers of color being like literally having
Just because
of racial bias reporting, or the cop that had ICE people like just,
kind of
you know,
sick
not
of
fun.
being someplace
And
where
then as soon as
nothing
you told them, I'm a police
really
officer,
goes
they ran
on.
away, faces covered. Like it's just weird. It's hard to understand how someone just has no interest in telling the truth or being kind or
Well, I mean, it's called being a piece of shit, I think.
It's crazy. And he does it with a goddamn smirk. Fuck him.
That is a very poignant message. I'll turn away from Vice President for a moment.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask why did,
What sort of answers would you be giving that...
seeing so many people on the streets today? I mean, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people who joined the protest today. What was your reaction to seeing
Oh,
this
okay, I'm winning a piece, I think.
I mean, it's great. Honestly, it's what I expect. I'm from
Yes,
here,
I am.
live here.
Yes, indeed I
Right
am.
there. I mean, Minnesota, Minneapolis, throughout history, well, throughout American history, we're a bastion of progressive rights. Like the progressive movement kind of started here. I'm forgetting the guy who was VP with LBJ's VP. Anyway.
Texting my U.S. history knowledge there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm forgetting. But anyway, yeah, we have a long history. We're
Okay.
We're proud, progressive city.
Well, I am undoing my precipitous rating descent from a few months ago. Another resignation.
We have a lot to be proud of. And, I mean, one of the things we're proud of is that we're one of the few states after Vietnam War, when our allies, the Hmong people in the hills of Vietnam were being massacred, I think we're the only state that said, come here. And then also with people from Somalia, they're leaving a war, like they're leaving just excruciating, deadly, like they might die situations, and you know, they come here and they contribute. Like honestly, a lot of the most beautiful women in Minneapolis are from Somalia and that part of the world. Wonderful and important.
Would you support a general strike that lasted longer than a day?
I mean, if people can swing it, like if people don't, it doesn't hurt too many people.
So far, everyone JT has asked this has said, yeah.
So, if I had confidence that it would work, sure.
If you had confidence.
I mean, this is actually kind of, I think, the most tentative answer, the most tentative yes that he's gotten.
The same message, that we care about each other, and we're not going to be subjugated. We're not just going to sit around and take it. We're going to be mad. We're going to protest. We're gonna show up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, being full. Also, like, when the description of lying with a smirk, I mean, my immediate association there is, like, Matt Miller, actually.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Smirking death.
Did I get your name for the time? Yeah, sorry, what was your name?
Riley Kern,
Can you just spell that for me really quick?
Riley, first name, last name Kern, Curran.
Riley, thank you very much for your time. Anything else you want to add while you have the platform?
Join the protest. It's fun.
Riley, thank you very much. I'll let you and your couch get out of here. All right.
Oh, right. Got it.
Sending a very clear message to the Vice President.
Yeah.
People here are sending a very clear message. Currently leading chance of ICE out.
Yeah, that is one of the... Although, it's like...
Street, you're on the corner, just outside of the Target Center.
There is sort of a...
One final pitch to all of you. If you valued the hours
I'm not sure how I would describe it exactly. In terms, kind of a qualitative difference in the sort of lying. Like, there isn't really a particular attempt to make it even seem plausible. It's very IDF spokesperson's office, really.
that is supported with billions If that work is important to you, please go to statuscoup.com/join. I'll note that while there is no doubt somewhere here, I did not see them, but no doubt
Oh,
some national
damn.
media
Okay, that
what they're
didn't
gonna
go
do
quite the
is
way I
a
was
2-minute
expecting it to.
segment for the news tonight. And they're gonna lift up, they're gonna play like a soundbite from a protester. Maybe 2 sound bites from a protester.
I mean,
feeling zesty.
these motherfuckers.
They're also going to lay out whatever the latest propaganda that's being spewed by the Trump administration and try to make these two
Will
sides
take something that's been filmed from
explode.
5 angles and be like,
Voices in the street.
and just completely ignore that and just make up something that
Just a handful
it bears absolutely no resemblance to what's going on.
that carries the same weight.
Well, yeah.
So if us, let's
Yeah, I mean, actually, that last guy was like the most sort of liberal sounding person who's been interviewed, I think, at least since I've had it on.
on the ground reporting in negative 10-degree temperatures. The $15,000 a month that costs us to be on the ground and support what we are doing here. Please support us in any way you can. Get subscribed to us. We greatly appreciate it. John and I are going to get warm now, so I want to say, on behalf of myself, on behalf of John Perino behind the camera, on behalf of our whole Status Quo team, the small but mighty team that we have, Jordan,
Oh.
Michelle, Ty,
There had been a question related to like JD Vance and how full of shit he is.
thank you for being with us in downtown Minneapolis.
I can turn it up.
Good night.
It's trying to avoid competing too much with. Damn it. Oh, that wasn't great. Distinctly ungreat, so we're gonna take some pawns. Remember somebody saying, if you're down pieces, take pawns. So I'm gonna take pawns. Tech issues, extreme cold. Not surprising. Now the audio is very quiet because it's sort of off. Okay. Let's see, the problem is we've got both. There. That'll work. Yeah. Yeah, and I would tend to agree. I mean, already the level of bullshit that we were seeing, you know, say around Gaza, was already sort of next level, even at the beginning of it. I mean, potentially, this could set up an attack. Yeah. This, as somebody once said, is what the ruling class has decided will be normal. Okay, yeah. Absolutely buggered now. Unless I can get a stalemate, which is still not impossible. We'll see about getting a stalemate. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially when you've got, like, just nobody. You have a situation where what much of the population, like the majority in some cases, would consider a serious problem that something needs to be done about, is viewed the exact opposite way by basically the entire political class. Like, when you've got that kind of a situation, I mean, thinking you can just kind of, recast the roles and it'll be okay is just nonsense. Hello, definitely Hext. Yeah, you should have seen me, like, in the last game. I was doing really quite well. And now I'm getting my ass kicked, but we're gonna see about a stalemate. You never know. GG. Yeah, buggered. Dat is gebugger. Okay, so is there a new stream or okay, maybe they've. Are they currently broadcasting? Yeah, it looks like, okay, it looks like they're done broadcasting, at least for the moment. And put on a little mood music. And judging from the English on this, we will also see why professional translators like myself are actually rather important. Ah. Will Gravel. Oh, what's this from? Oh, Oh, okay, this is beginning to sound very familiar now. Remember a show I was watching just recently referred to to a fourth volume of Capital. There isn't a fourth volume. Am I? I only have them show up in my recommendations every once in a while, so. Never really gotten a very close look at them. Ah, okay. I was just hearing it referred to as theories of surplus value, or also as the one that Caleb Maupin knows how to quote from. Oh. I don't know, my day got off to a weird start. Yeah. Which apparently, I remember him saying at one point that he hadn't been familiar with it at all until, like, Richard Wolff told him about it or something. Well, let's see what we can get out of this. Yes, it does look... It does not taste like Iron Brew. There's a lot going on in this position. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here. Except that I feel like both me and my opponent are sitting here trying to sort of maintain the status quo a little bit, maintain a certain amount of tension, and that being the case, I feel like my move is to preferably not allow that to happen. Yeah, I was seeing people were saying people were also saying like Free Palestine in the interviews too, so that was good to see. Yeah. I mean, that was something that, if you remember the video we watched by Rev and Rev that we checked out on the Seagull stream, what was that, last week? There's so much shit going on, it is actually hard to keep track of time on a certain level, where he was pointing out that those connections were being made in the LA, in that early LA response. One thing I've got to worry about right now is some kind of back rank deal. So I think I have a moment to deal with that. I am going to. GG's. let's see. Anything interesting to put on for the last half an hour-ish of the stream? American reacts to cricket explained for baseball fans. Kind of off topic, I suppose, but on the other hand, sounds interesting, and I love cricket. One of the wild things about translating the Kollontai is how favorably she quotes, she's always citing Kautsky approvingly, and life came at him fast. I mean, that was 1909, and within, like, I think a decade, anyone who was connected with Kollontai was very much on team fuck Kautsky. Let's see. English for everyone. Maybe just look at the sort of the utterly bizarre, the cringe kingdom in the English universe, in the English learning universe. Okay, this will be good.
Hello and welcome to English Forever.
Okay, now they're just putting the words comprehensible input in all their videos. Even though, like, I mean, yeah, technically, I suppose it's not wrong. There is input, and it is comprehensible, and I need to switch. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, that is, their approach is absolutely nothing to do with that. Oh, I gotta get the chat widget where I can see it. Everything's a little bit out of order today. Always on top. And for anyone who has not watched me watch one of these before and has not actually become familiar with this particular channel in the English as a foreign language cinematic universe, their whole thing is being extremely petty. And pointing out relatively trivial, off-the-cuff mistakes made by non-native speaking English language content creators.
Everyone, where we practice real life.
And they do it in the most, like, deadpan, bizarre, cringe, almost vaguely Maupin-esque sort of way.
In English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes. So let's get started. First, this is not correct.
$85 US, which is kind of a lot for this pants.
Which is kind of a lot for this pants?
I mean, I would agree, it is kind of a lot. I mean, this is like literally his entire thing. All they do, I mean, do they have, they can't possibly have staff. Look at these production values. Yeah, production values like this indicate they do not have staff. So they sit around and just watch non-native speakers on YouTube who, like, teach English or give English input or whatever. and then just make videos like this? Wait, are you saying it's beginning to sound like maybe there is possibly untranslated marks out there?
We cannot say for this pants. We have to say for these.
I mean, we did just say for this pants.
These pants. So it's correct to say, which is kind of a lot for these pants. Let's look at the difference.
I mean, I think the difference is pretty obvious. One is this and one is these. I mean, I have a feeling if you actually listen to this guy from the guy he was talking about, Volka apparently is his name, he probably doesn't make that mistake all the time, because I've heard enough of his English to say he's actually, this is an example. These off-the-cuff errors, just totally petty, and and they have huge numbers of comments. I don't know how anyone. Why do people watch this unless it's just they're entirely being watched by people who stream reactions to them?
Say this with the short I sound, like this is, it's for one thing. Example, this.
Well, yes, but I mean that is the bizarre thing about English, because pants are one thing. But then, I mean, in Russian, chasu is one thing, but it's plural, because the word for clock is just the word hours.
Hat.
Because language is weird.
And the S is a true S. No voice. This hat. But if I talk about pants, I have to say these pants.
This loofah.
I use a long E like green beans, plus the Z sound, like in Z.
Like, I mean, he's saying these things, people are hearing these things, he does not need to explain what vowel he's using, because people are hearing the vowel that he's using. Like,
bruh,
why?
with a voice, vibration. Zzz, these pants. So the price is $85, which is kind of a lot for these pants. I agree. They're expensive. Let's talk about these pants.
Let's totally talk about these pants. I mean, why? That's what we're here for. We want to hear this guy talk about people's pants.
Are these pants cheap or expensive?
And now all of a sudden my brain is going to the Homestar Runner Strong Bad email entitled Long Pants.
That's right. These pants are expensive. This is also not correct.
It doesn't wrinkle either. I think it's a great traveling pant. So you might be able to...
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Wait, it doesn't... Okay, I mean, grammatically that seems right, but... Like, just pragmatically, factually, those things are wrinkled as fuck. They clearly do wrinkle.
It doesn't wrinkle?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of it in terms of stuff I could translate. Specifically, stuff I could, like, get people to pay me to translate. And, yeah, if the stuff was burned after his death, I probably wouldn't be able to do much with that.
Great traveling pants? We cannot say this.
I mean, we just did. I mean, surely the real issue is it does wrinkle. These things were wrinkled as fuck.
First, it doesn't wrinkle. They're pants. We don't say it doesn't. We say they don't. Because pants.
I don't know. It depends on the pants, I suppose.
Pants is a plural word. They don't wrinkle. It's a great traveling pants. We cannot...
I mean... Yeah, this guy, the thing is, he actually is real, and this is all of his fucking content. All of his fucking content is he goes and he watches, for a while he had the shits with somebody called Lingua Marina, who I believe was Ukrainian and very large sort of ESL, English as a foreign language kind of content creator. And she would occasionally make relatively small mistakes when speaking off the cuff.
Use here because pants is a plural word. We cannot say great traveling pants. It's
I mean, already, the word traveling pants just sounds a bit weird. I've only ever heard that in a movie title. Well, I mean, yeah. I'm an editor. I correct things like this if I find them in a text. So there is that, but I mean, as a way of learning English, this is fucking useless. This is like... this will make you question why you're learning English and perhaps wish you didn't speak English.
Great traveling pants? We cannot say this. We say they are.
Yes, but I mean,
they are great traveling pants.
Actually, you know, definitely, Hex, now you mention it, in some, like, catalogs, like some clothes catalogs I remember from a, like, long time ago, would in fact use the singular for, and refer to a pant. Like, I mean, I remember Victoria's Secret catalogs, it would have, like, it would refer to, oh, this is a lovely pant, or something like that. And it's like, nobody talks like this. The weird thing is, if you, like, cut trousers in half, and just have the one... Yes, this video is pants. And just have the one leg, it is not a trouser. Which, the more you say it, actually sounds like a kind of dog.
And no it's. They are. Together, they're. They're great traveling pants. This is correct. Let's talk about these pants. They are wrinkle-free.
But surely the bigger point here is they weren't.
That means they don't wrinkle. I don't say it doesn't wrinkle, I say they don't wrinkle.
Wow, that's great for you. That's wonderful. I'm glad to know how you talk about, like, trouser wrinkling.
They don't wrinkle because they are wrinkle-free.
Surely, if anything, they're wrinkle-free because they don't wrinkle. Like Michael J. Fox. He's like the Michael J. Fox that you order from Wish.
And they are great traveling pants. Let's practice.
Let's
Are
not.
they wrinkle-free?
No, they aren't.
That's right, they are wrinkle-free. Does that mean they don't wrinkle?
I mean, his example sentences are always like this. Like, nothing interesting. He doesn't do anything memorable with it. It's all just a repetition of what he just said. And it's like, I would love to see the viewer retention. I can't imagine anyone watches. These are often...
That's right.
Actually, he's making somewhat shorter videos. Previously, his videos tended to be somewhere around like 2 to 3 hours. Now he's actually decided to edit a little bit, and so you get videos that are 20 minutes now. But I can kind of see it. It's the hair, I think. The hair and the hairline. And then you look sub-forehead. Orlando Pimentel, como vai?
That means they don't wrinkle.
It is cringe as hell.
Are they great traveling pants? That's right, they are great traveling pants. This is also not correct.
But it's pretty thin. You can roll it up like
Very.
small.
You can roll it up like small?
Okay, now, this is just, Kevin does not understand English. He was not talking about, okay, he's talking about wearing these when traveling. First of all, it's roll it up, comma, like small. Because... Can we have Michael J. Fox? No, we have Michael J. Fox at home. The Michael J. Fox we have at home. But, yeah, okay, he's not talking about rolling them up to making them shorter. He's talking about traveling, so he's talking about rolling them up. Like, the thing he was doing in his fucking video in his hand, so that he can fit more of them in a suitcase. Which I am going to say, just in honor of Kevin, I'm going to say a suitcases. We're going to call it a suitcases. These are a suitcases. Ha!
He's talking about pants. We don't say you can roll it up like small. Again, pants is...
Like, does he not know that people, like, that it is common for people speaking English when they're hesitating to say like?
Plural word. So we don't say it, we say them. You can roll them up like small. This is not correct. We say you can roll them up to make them shorter.
Yeah, well, that's a different kind of rolling up, Kevin. How long are we going to be talking about these fucking wrinkly-ass, ugly trousers?
We cannot just say like small. It's correct to say you can roll them up and make them shorter. Talking about pants. Talking about rolling up pants. Rolling up the pant legs. That's what they're called. Pants have 2 pant legs. You can roll them up to make the pants shorter.
God, the last time we saw him, he was talking about how we cannot say, I have 2 pants.
To make them shorter.
And now now he's decided to go
them
for
shorter.
on a, like, lengthy... Yes, I know. I just said that a minute ago myself. He's just like, how... I cannot imagine that there's anyone who's ever learned English just by watching content like this, where it's just, I'm going to nitpick the shit out of off-the-cuff remarks by non-native speakers. Like, the only reason I watch it is because it is so unintentionally funny and I can take the piss out of it.
If they're too long. Let's practice. Can you roll them up to make them shorter?
You can also roll them up like small. Yeah, and I mean there's a difference between rolling them up to make them shorter, what Kevin's talking about, and rolling them up the way Volka was doing in that video. He was not rolling it up like this, you know, to make a cuff. He was literally turning it into like a trouser cinnamon roll. A trouser cinnamon roll? Did I actually just say that? I don't know that I should have said that. Which indicates that he's talking about, I mean, putting them into a suitcase. Well, I mean, there are different levels of grammatically correct. There is grammatical in the descriptivist sense, in the linguistic sense, where you are forming intelligible utterances within whatever language you're using. Pretty much everybody who speaks a language is doing that all the time. Then there is, like, taking it to the maximum sort of prescriptivist level, which in the case of English includes a lot of rules that are just sort of bullshit and are all about trying to make English, a Germanic language, behave more like Latin, which is not one. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Self-assessing all the time can screw up your timing and communicate. I mean, so much of really acquiring a language, it has to do with flow states. It has to do with, like, you're putting something out there, you're getting something back, you're comprehending it. And if instead you've got, like, Temu J. Fox here, going... God, I was gonna come up with a funny thing for him to be saying related to pants, and I couldn't come up with it. So there we go. You're never gonna get into a flow state. You're going to just be in a state of constant viscosity.
That's right. You can roll them up to make them shorter. You cannot say you can roll it up like small.
Yes, you can.
This doesn't work.
I mean, and not just in the sense that he literally did so, therefore it is possible. He's talking about a different thing.
This is also not correct.
Oh, I can't wait.
The largest concentration of sharks on the planet.
James D. Nichol, I'm not familiar with. What did he say? 60 años junto por la conservación de Galápagos. Okay. So we're in Ecuador.
So, Darwin and Wolf.
We saw 20 of that largest concentration.
Yeah.
And we made it out alive.
Yeah.
We saw 20 of that largest concentration?
Yes, the largest concentration is an overall unit, and 20 are a sub-sector of that. Konnichiwa. Rangejimania 99番.
And we made it out alive. She's talking about sharks.
I did not hear made it out alive. I thought it was made it our life. But maybe that's what he heard. Okay.
Where they are, it's the largest concentration of sharks. But she said we saw 20 of that largest concentration.
Yeah,
This is not correct.
I mean, yes, it is.
If I say we saw 20 of, I need a plural noun. I cannot say we saw 20 of.
The problem with defending the purity of the English language is that English is about as pure as a crib house whore. We don't just borrow words. On occasion, English has pursued other languages. Yes, I have to, and all the best innovations in the English language have come from people who were like forced at gunpoint to speak it. Like, I mean, it's all coming from like Irish people and indigenous people all over the planet. Like, I mean, the stuff that like proper English speakers have added to it has not necessarily been the best contributions.
That largest concentration. We need a plural noun or a pronoun.
No, I mean, we're talking about a collective noun.
You can say we saw 20 of them. Talking about the sharks.
No, I mean, she's talking about the largest concentration. That's why she said of that largest concentration.
20 sharks. We saw 20 of them. But I cannot say we saw 20 of that largest concentration. We cannot have a singular noun after this. So you can say we saw 20 of those sharks, or we saw 20 of them, but not we saw 20 of that largest concentration.
I mean, at least we're not talking about pants anymore.
So they're in a place that has a lot of sharks. How many of them did they see? Did they see 20 of them?
I don't know. They were too busy talking about traveling pants. But I just noticed the time, and it is time to wrap up for the evening. I will be back tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, right on this same channel. Part 2 is being filtered. Oh, it could very well be. Just drop it in the Discord. I look forward to seeing it. It is time for me to now do an eating of things. So, I guess I will see you tomorrow. Thanks to everyone who joined in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry again about the delay, technical difficulties, and waking up 2 hours later than I usually do. I expect that will not happen tomorrow. Have a good night. And victory to the general strike over in Minneapolis.